14th Street West is a very exciting place to be because of the history.
There's a lot of history here.
It has a great history.
Something that I found really fascinating about the history was that the everyday things that were made here on 14th Street West were actually transported back to the East Coast, out west, and then also across overseas, even back then.
This community I've watched work very hard always since I've been here. It was one of the reasons that I felt comfortable and excited to come here. It's one of the reasons I'm excited to still be here. And it's one of the reasons I'm excited to look into the future, because there's always something going on, and they're always building and developing and changing with the times and the trends as well as the hardcore principles that make a good business district. And I see both of those here.
There are businesses that have been here for years and years and years, and the people who used to own the businesses and the buildings are still here. So we have that rich historical and cultural background. But the location right off of the interstate, just imagine, on I-64 there are 20 million cars a year. 20 million cars a year pass by this area. And this is the most unique antique district in the state, certainly in the tri-state area, and it draws a lot of folks here.
I think 14th Street West today has a really family kind of atmosphere, not just as far as welcoming everyone, but that the shopkeepers and the businesses here really have a appreciation for one another and a care that they want this whole place to succeed rather than just as individual businesses to succeed.
I've always been drawn to this area. This is like a hidden gem inside of Huntington. And when you're down here, it's almost kind of like you're not even in Huntington anymore. It's almost like a small town within a bigger city.
And I think it's made up of a lot of very hardcore, rugged individuals. We're stubborn, we're tenacious, we're stick to it. But at the same time, when you need to make a change, sometimes we're stubborn and tenacious and stick to it. So it goes both ways. But in the long run, I think it always works out well for us.
The plan for 14th Street West that we're promoting is very multi-purpose, and it tries to address a very big picture, but also provide incremental changes that we could see in the next 5, 10, and 15 years. Another vision of the plan is for 14th Street West to become a destination for regional tourism as far as culture, heritage, and arts. And the plan is part of a vision including the Museum of Art and Heritage Farm and Coalfield Development's West Edge Factory to create this destination that people can come to and appreciate both local and fine artists, craft makers, all these types of things, as well as our history and heritage.
So you build upon that which you already have. And because of the antiques, it all kind of fits right in there. Antique cars, antique district. Heritage Farm, going back into how we actually settled this area.
My mom and dad started collecting Appalachia. Not too far from here was 14th Street West Antique District, which was just beginning at the time. And so they met a lot of great friends, vendors who would come and find things for them. And Dad says about 75% of all of the items found in what is now West Virginia's first Smithsonian affiliate museum came from 14th Street West. Brandon Dennison and I got together, he on behalf of Coalfield Development and myself on behalf of Heritage Farm, and focused on an asset map of what we could do together. And right in between us is 14th Street West, and it is an amazing asset that's really underutilized in the current scheme of things. So we're just going to add to to their success and hired a new executive director so they can kind of coordinate the Main Street opportunities that are available going forward that kind of leverage the America's Best Communities opportunity that the mayor and the city of Huntington were able to accomplish.
Because of the innovative plan that we put together for the America's Best Communities competition, specifically highlighting the West End and 14th Street West, we've been able to leverage over $1.8 million of philanthropic support, federal grants, to be able to come forward in the area. But that doesn't count the over $16 million that the Coalfield Development Corporation has been able to secure for the West Edge just down the street in Westmoreland. Westmoreland, the West End, 14th Street West. This is the diamond in the rough for Huntington, and it is being polished into a jewel for the Jewel City that people can only imagine.
It's like any other small town, single stoplight type situation. It's its own little microcosm of different.
The best time to come and visit 14th Street West is on the weekend, on Saturday, when you can come and shop the farmers market, grab a coffee at Cicada Books, check out the Wild Ram, visit all the antique shops, have lunch at the Central City Cafe, and just really take the whole day to enjoy that quality time with your friends and family.
One thing that we have at 14th Street West is that the people who live here and work here. We have the Central City Association, we have the Love Your Block program that we were able to create to give individuals who live in the area an opportunity to be able to love their block and to be able to step forward and be able to help out. But even the Foundation for the Tri-State Community has embraced this area. It's amazing what we're able to do when we all come together as a community, and that's why it's so unique here, because as they like to say down here, the West End is the best end, and the best end is because of the people who live here.